Corner. Welcome. Jack Celli, my co-host. We have Carl Piermarini on all the buttons today. And if he could find the right button, it'll show him there.
No, not yet.
Okay, not yet.
I'm going to show you.
Okay, here I am. There. We have one camera.
There you go.
Yeah, okay. We have one camera, and we're in the control room at Leominster Television. We have a couch, and all we need is conversation to go along with that. And that's what we're going to do today. And
Hey!
Jack Celli.
It surprised me. I saw myself on TV. Hey, Alan.
Yeah.
Alan.
Oh, I'm looking at you that way.
This was, we're looking the opposite way of the thing. I'll talk to the camera. Alan, this was basically your idea. It came up in a brainstorm. It was kind of like a brain fart that you had one day.
Well, we were setting up.
So, being your idea,
Yeah.
don't expect me to come bail you out.
I can see it
Don't
now.
expect me to come
That
bail
if this
you
is successful,
out.
it's your idea.
I don't
And if it's
know.
not successful,
Here we go.
it's my idea.
Here we go.
Okay? Oh, I heard our music director, Ernie Cataldo. Now, this is a big deal having Ernesto Cataldo here of multiple musical fortune and fame.
Alan? Alan?
Right.
Alan,
So,
may-
anyway.
May I interrupt you?
Well, first, if
Wait,
you
wait,
would
wait.
allow
All
me
right.
to set the
we
criteria
go.
of the couch, all right?
Yeah.
We will not talk about politics. We will not talk about religions. Basically, science is meh, but we will talk about everything else under the sun.
There isn't much left.
This is true.
There's nothing left now.
And this is only because it will end in a gunfight between you and me.
No.
So we can't have that.
It won't.
All right?
We can't talk about these things after 10 a.m. at work anyway, so it's 10:30 right now. So
Right,
that
so we
kind of
can't-
like is
yeah.
a moot point. But they'd never end in gunfights. There's lots of vitriol, is that the word? Spewed? You know, kind of like the ink spots. Ernie, you know anything about the ink spots?
I'm going to say no.
All right. What good are you?
Yes, it's improv here. Impromptu improv.
And then we get Keith over here. What was I talking about?
I don't know, but it
No, I was
wasn't
talking
going
about-
anywhere, and it was
we spew
boring.
our vitriol at each other, and usually
vitriol.
by the time
Google that.
the fisticuffs is over, we don't really come to you know what I'm trying to say. We don't come to
yeah,
blows.
yeah, okay.
Unless I talk to you about your shoes or
That's right.
your
yeah.
fashion or
Aldo Cella, Slave to
hair was
Fashion.
perfect, you know. Like,
Yeah, yeah. My
But anyway.
Filth t-shirt, sweatshirt here, Filth.
Hi Keith.
Hello, thanks
What's
for
the last
having me
movie
on.
you watched?
Infinity War. was
What's
the la-
that?
Infinity War had to be the last movie I saw.
Infinity War.
Yeah, I did the whole countdown to infinity, catch up, and then I just
Okay.
dropped the ball and haven't seen anything yet.
That's not Keith. Keith moved.
Oh, there we go.
I think you're supposed to be here, Keith.
Yeah, but
that's
he
all
doesn't
right.
want to sit that close to you, and who would?
So you still haven't
That's
seen...
why I have an ottoman.
You still
My
haven't-
empire is right here.
Will you shut up?
Hey, I'm the host.
All right, go ahead. You think it's easy?
No, it's not. I was actually watching a movie last night and thought of Keith and know that he didn't watch it.
What is it?
And it was a classic old movie. You and I definitely watched it before. It was Snake Plissken, and it was Escape from L.A.
I
Not
haven't
to be
seen that
confused with Escape from New York. Kurt Russell.
Well,
Yep.
you're
But
right. I haven't seen it.
Stacy Keach was in
yes.
this one, Escape from L.A. And he had long hair and a ponytail. It was really cool. But Snake Plissken was a legend in those days. And it supposedly took place in the future of 2013. I know. I love watching movies like that.
I love when they do that, yeah.
And they refer to the island of L.A.
Hey, do you remember the guy wrote a book about the future once, and they called it 1984. Remember that one?
Yeah, and it actually
George Orwell.
happened in 2016.
Yeah, and then they had that other movie, the big one there, 2001.
The Big Lebowski?
Oh yeah, that's.
Yeah.
Have you seen the Big Lebowski yet? No.
I made you say Lebowski.
Either way,
Is that the theme from that?
2001, dude.
Oh, the Space Oddity.
What's the song from the Big Lebowski? Yeah, yeah, oh yeah. What condition my condition was in.
Who did that?
Kenny Rogers in the first edition.
You know that one?
Is
Oh,
this
Kenny
Stump the
Rogers.
Musician?
Yeah.
Was that Kenny Rogers?
See?
Close.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I might have a voice.
I like Kenny Rogers and know when to hold them, know when to fold them,
Yeah.
know when to walk
that's
away,
right.
know when to run.
that's
So-
a good song.
Let's talk about our past. Well, first of all, I want to say something. I know it's your show.
No, it's your show too. It's
Okay.
our show. Did you ever see the opening credits in this
You're
thing?
worse than my wife. You let me get my.
Wow,
will
that's-
you
I'm gonna
let-
make sure
will you
she
let me
hears that
finish-
one.
Will you let me finish my statement?
Go ahead.
I was just going to talk about how Ernie and I are neighbors.
You told me not to bring that up.
We actually live next door to each other.
Yes, we do.
But he never sees me, and I never
Tell you
see
some
him.
stuff.
For
It's
obvious
like-
reasons.
And the same, it's like,
This is the longest time we've ever spent in one place together.
yeah, it's like, it's unbelievable. We have to go on TV to actually converse. Yeah. He's afraid
Where-
to
This
come over
isn't
my
my
house.
show, this is your show.
What?
This is your show to converse.
It's his show.
No, it's
Let's
not.
converse.
Hey,
Allen's.
the director would like to know, where did you guys first meet? When did you first meet, Alan and Jack?
Oh, Alan and Jack?
I don't know. Can you remember?
I think Kyle had something to do with that.
At a bar.
Because
I think
you were a jock in high school,
Yeah.
and you saw that Kyle and I. There's Kyle. You had Kyle and I were making movies
Yeah.
and being famous, and you wanted to be part of that.
Yeah, but before that, Alan, we used to, I think, walk to school together. Back in the days, remember when kids could walk to school? I
On the
used-
tracks. We
Right,
used to
I
walk
used-
down by the tracks.
I used to leave 6th Street, walk up to the Campabasso's house. And we'd pick up Tommy Campabasso. Then you'd meet us there, and we used to walk up through where the Victory.
With
what's it
Sarro,
called now?
Bobby Sarro.
It's called Hannaford.
Yeah.
We used to hop the tracks there, walk towards Ginny's thrift shop.
But it wasn't there then.
No, but they had that big, long train building there. They had the long thing where they used to load and unload.
But you're talking about when we used to go to the junior
Yeah,
high.
Yeah, yeah.
Right.
I didn't know you before that, did I?
No.
No.
No. We just knew about that guy who lived in by the store on 6th Street.
That was me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we were told to stay away by our parents.
Yeah, the mayor used
Because
to
they
live.
said he was crazy.
The mayor used to live at the bottom of the hill. What was that? Oh. The mayor used to live at the bottom of the hill,
Yeah.
and they wouldn't let him come up there either.
No, so I really think that our parents knew
Yeah.
better.
And it was nothing like of my fault. I just
Well, it never is it?
No, it never is. But it just so happened that, like, when you grow up across the street from the Colombo Hall, there's
Yeah.
all types of things that, like, osmosisly attach
It permeates your
to
membrane?
your permeated brain cells, and your persona actually takes on the quest of what the people at the Colombo Hall were mostly in search of, and that was getting rich quick, whether it be through gambling, right? Gambling was
Yeah.
big back then at the Colombo
Back to
Hall.
Kenny Rogers.
Starting
Know
their
when to
own
hold 'em.
businesses. A brother would start a business, and another brother would start a business across
But
the
what
street.
does this have to do with your mental health upbringing? So you're blaming your youth on
No.
Colombo Hall
No, I'm just saying.
and the Pisanos that
No,
were in there?
I have no regrets. I have no regrets.
I have a few.
I have no
No
regrets.
regrets, I have a few. Frank Sinatra. That's all right. It's his
No.
first musical directing show.
He missed his cue. Alan, I have no regrets, but I'm just trying to convey to you the reason why people like you from the upper end of Middle
Now, see,
Street
that's what we had
weren't
that
allowed to hang with people like me who
on the lower end.
had these influences. They were afraid. They were afraid,
Yeah.
your parents, those who watched out for you, the watchers, that it would
It's a
rub off.
conspiracy. He turned his youth into a conspiracy. How
No,
could
it's
you
true.
do that?
You don't believe in this stuff?
No, I don't believe in it. You know, Carl and I, we met at the, what was the name of it, Werner's? What was the name of that place that burnt down?
I know the
The
story
paint
better
shop.
than
No, was it Werner's or the paint shop?
It was a sports
Western
store.
Auto.
It was
I don't
Western
know.
Auto.
The one that burnt down on the corner by the bridge. That Carl and I was buying glue, model glue, which they sold to kids back then because no one huffed. And Carl was buying balsa wood
Yeah.
to burn down solar chemical.
Yeah.
And we just, after that one meeting, introduced each other. The rest is history. I mean, 45 years of friendship bliss.
Yeah, yeah. Did you guys ever get into an argument?
Probably not.
Most good relationships, people, you know.
Oh, so now you're going to tarnish our relationship, Carl and I's, because you and I are constantly arguing, and Carl and I don't.
Carl, did you ever get into a disagreement with Mr. Redstone?
I'll have to defer to this.
Is that a no?
I don't know. It's something like his train wreck.
All right.
I think at this point in time, we need another musical interlude.
Okay.
Why don't you roll that clip of Ernie's first band
Oh, yeah.
that he was in back in the 60s?
Is this a surprise?
Let me give it a shot.
All right.
Lancelot Link and the Evolution Revolution.
Oh, wait. There he is. Oh, Ernie, your hair was long. He's a babe on the tambourine. She still comes up with gumbo plates. Okay, we come back now. I think that's J.D. Drum. Those keys are back. Black keys. All right, now that was not taking anything away from Ernie. Oh, that's a good one.
Hey, did you notice
No.
the chick chimp?
Yeah, that's what I was saying. There's a girl when Neurotic Gumbo plays,
Yeah.
goes on stage and plays the tambourine, and
Really?
she's a blonde, and they call her the tambourine girl.
Wow. But that chick chimp had really good teeth. The other ones had bad teeth.
Think they were English performers?
I don't know. Maybe it was like fluoride.
Well, usually, you know, the English were known for their bad teeth and good tea.
Kind of like Austin Powers. Is that why Austin
Yeah,
Powers had
yeah,
bad
if he had
teeth?
that-
Okay,
yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, they weren't very big in dental hygiene.
Now, I heard that the Native Americans always had beautiful teeth, and it was mostly because of the fact, this is like,
Maize. They called it maize.
well, that, the minerals in the water,
Yeah.
and a good, clean, healthy, natural living.
Yeah.
Plus, they probably gnawed on bones, and that, you know, kept their gums healthy and everything else. There's a lot of factoids that, you know, when Haystacks gets back, we'll have him check these.
Yeah, yeah. We have a Google searcher, and but he's on his honeymoon, where the big rat is, the land of the big rat in Orlando. So when he gets back, we're gonna make him. Yeah, that too.
And getting back to Kurt Russell, did you know when in his youth he was a
Ute.
he was a very good baseball player, and he aspired to be a professional baseball player. And Burt Reynolds was also.
Was
Really?
his first movie The Shaggy Dog?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure. There's so many of those dog movies that kind of like.
Because he was a big
cross over.
Disney kid.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
And then lately he was in his last film was Guardians of the Galaxy 2.
Yeah, did you see that one, Keith?
Yes, that's
Yeah.
a good
That's a
movie.
good one.
Keith, I have a question for you.
Yes.
How many films are in your Netflix queue to watch?
How many films are there on Netflix?
So
That's
you
about the
really
same
haven't
number.
seen any movies, you know?
Well, no.
What
Yeah, I
about
can-
Netflix or Hulu?
I don't really use Hulu.
No.
But
What's your preferred go-to movie?
Netflix is just easier.
Yeah.
It's just there, and I don't have to, log into Amazon or anything.
Did you watch The Umbrella School or that series on Was it on Netflix?
I didn't
Yeah,
even know
of
that
course not, because
existed.
it's good, and you'll never watch it. Like every movie that Jack and I tell you to watch.
I get around to them. It
is
just
there-
takes about 10 years before I get to it.
Is there any movie that you've like watched over and over and over again, and you know, no matter how many times you watch it, you still enjoy it?
I don't usually watch things more than once. I've seen a
Really?
couple of the Star Wars movies more than once.
Okay.
And
Didn't you just
I don't know.
recently get into Star Trek?
I've always been a Star Trek fan. Recently, about a year ago now, I watched the whole series from the original series to Voyager all the way through. And that was a fun project. Took about 3 months.
So you binge watched it? Was that what they would call that? Watching
Yeah.
it from
The
beginning
kids
to end?
nowadays,
Really?
pops, is that what you say? Is that what the kids call it? Binge watching?
Binge watching.
What are you, like 90?
So you'll only watch a movie one time?
I mean, if I were to write down a list of all the movies I got to watch, it would roll down from this couch, out the door, down the hallway,
You're like
that
Mary.
way, not the other way.
Mary's the same
I
way.
got another question for you. You went to school for what?
Film.
Okay, so you went to school for film.
But you don't
And
watch movies.
you watch a film one time. Now, like, it's almost like from the Colombo Hall. Excuse me.
Oh, jeez.
okay?
Let's
Excuse
not
me.
let go of the
If
past.
I learn something, you don't read the racing form. You study it.
Mm-hmm.
You don't watch film if you're a film major. You should be studying film. How could you possibly study film by only watching them one time? I would like you to answer
A
that.
bad
please.
movie.
Well, Jack, that's why it takes me so long to see things.
Okay.
I watch them frame by frame.
Get out of here.
Well, that's all right. We could say bad words.
I didn't
No,
mean
they-
to.
You know,
But seriously?
I spend a lot of time after I
Uh-oh.
watch it. I chew on it.
Okay.
I think what happens here is Keith doesn't have to watch movies because he learns so much from his coworkers that he just doesn't have to,
Okay.
to learn anything
I-
else.
That's true. I just kind of absorb things through osmosis from listening to all
I
of
got
you.
another question for him. Is that all right if I?
No, dude, he's our guest, our first and last. It said it right on his lower third.
I want to ask you a question.
Yeah.
How many years did you attend college?
4,
How many years have you been working here?
2.
2. That kind of like doesn't. Where have you learned more?
If it's math, Jack, let it go.
That's a good question.
Yeah.
That because you learn different things
Okay.
in different places.
All right.
That when you're in school, you learn the general everything.
Okay.
And then in an ideal setting, this is how things would be done. But in the real world, you don't get to often do things like that. You have to do it the way time permits and work with what you have.
See,
See?
he is learning.
Well,
Now-
I don't believe in higher education for anything.
Okay.
I mean, even let's go from one thing like filmmaking, that it's what they teach you in college is not what is reality is about. They teach you terminology and things to do. What's a pan? What's a tilt?
Yeah.
But it's not functional, actual knowledge. And the same with audio. I've noticed that, or theater tech. All that stuff is, it just doesn't work in the real world. Now, look at medicine. They call it practicing medicine forever. You could be a doctor for 40 years, you're still practicing medicine or at your practice, because what they learned in the books doesn't necessarily mean it's going to be for you or for me. It's different. Yeah, I have a mole. Is my mole... Oh, don't talk about the mole. Hey, you have a very nice mole. It's very nice to mole you.
But
I'm just referring to a movie. That was great. What movie was that one?
That was one of the Austin Powell.
Yeah, right. Don't talk about the mole.
Spy Who Shagged.
But anyway, so that's why, and I come, I used to be in higher education, and it's difficult for me to say these poor kids, especially now, they come out with this enormous debt, or their parents, even if they could afford to pay for college, all that money that they won't have for retirement, and what do they get when they're out? 9 out of 10 of these kids don't even do what they got their degree in.
Yenda.
I would
And
counter,
Mary,
though,
I'm not really talking about you, but it's true. It's really a sad situation that we're in right now for this country in education.
You're definitely right about that, but I would counter with the idea that you have to know, the general and sort of what the rules are before you can learn how to break them. Like, in practicing medicine, you have to know, what is this most likely to be before you go down the Dr. House strain of...
Right.
Dr. House
Was
sucks.
great.
It's
No,
not-
that was great.
Dr.
okay.
House misdiagnoses
Your stutter.
9 times before he gets it right.
But
once.
it's a TV show,
He
so-
practically kills people 9 times before he finally stumbles
Jack,
upon
it's
the
not
way
real. It's
to
a
cure them.
TV show.
Dr. House is probably the worst doctor
He has
in the
this
history
reality issue.
of medicine.
Oh, no doubt.
Okay? No,
Because he's
you
a
know,
drug addict and they let him practice medicine.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the whole
yeah.
show. The
That's when he used to watch TV.
you made a good point though.
It's not real.
No. I'm trying to frickin' compliment you and you won't let me. You made a good point, Alan.
What was that, Jack?
The fact that it's called practicing medicine. Can I
And
have
same
one
with law.
mulligan, Mr. Director?
What do
Can I
you
have
want?
one mulligan here? You know what a mulligan is, right?
Yes.
We're
okay,
golfing.
Can I have one mulligan?
You're going to hit again.
Are you a practicing Catholic?
Wow, that's a pretty good
No, we're
one.
not supposed to discuss religion.
Oh, yeah, you're bringing up, he's
But-
bringing up religion.
No. But
Where's
it's
the
the
train
same
wreck?
thing. You're practicing.
Well, you practice law.
Right. They
You know?
never get it right, the lawyers.
No, well, they
except
don't
for
want
their
to.
Freaking pocket.
They bill by 10 minutes
Yeah.
intervals.
Yeah.
So they can send you 6 bills every hour.
Nice.
And usually that's what it costs you, 6 bills.
Yeah.
How'd you like that
So
one?
seriously, they
was
build
good.
in 10
I
minute
should have heard
gaps?
it. Ba-da-boom. Shh. Next week.
They build in 10-minute gaps? Seriously?
Yeah. I have actually a lawyer pad
Yeah.
that for phone calls that it's all in 10-minute blocks.
Cut the shit. Really?
Yeah, I'm serious.
Wow, that's
Yeah, I'll bring it
unbelievable.
next time.
All right, bring it. Wow.
Yeah. Cost me like $10,000 for that pad.
Wow.
In
Where'd you
fees.
find it?
No, in legal fees. I stole it right from the lawyer's desk afterwards.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Do you
But
know any
anyway.
happy lawyers?
Yeah.
Do you?
Yeah, they sing all the way to the bank.
Good point.
No, there are some really good lawyers,
Yeah.
but let's go back to the pound of flesh thing.
Okay.
You know,
That was Shylock, right?
yeah, and that's where it really hit the nail on the head, where you pay somebody back in a pound of flesh,
Yeah.
but you have to do it legally. Means they can't bleed, they can't die or nothing. It's a pound of flesh. So in reality, you could never cut a pound
Was
of
it
flesh.
like that in in the original Shylock, they could.
Yeah, that was the whole
You couldn't
premise
bleed
of
or
it.
anything
Did
like
you watch
so
that
it's like-
movie
I
twice?
didn't watch the movie. But wasn't there one with Al Pacino?
That was
We need a fact-
Dunkachino.
No, that was a good one.
Yeah, I
Pretty
like
sure
that Junkachino.
But I think he did play Shylock, and I actually had empathy for Shylock
Oh,
because back then, what was it called? What's usury?
what's
The lending
usury?
of money. What? Remember
I don't
that?
know. We'll have to wait for
We'll have to
Haystack
wait
to
for
come back
But
and
anyway, I'm
Google
gonna
it.
watch that again because it was a good movie. I remember, but I actually felt for Shylock. He thought he was an evil son of a bitch, but in reality, he wasn't. He was just a persecuted Jew. And
Yeah.
back in the day.
You can't bring
Back
up
in the
religion
day.
or
But
politics.
that's not. What do you?
You said the J word.
That's religion and politics.
Yes, all
So-
today's politics and religion.
So what you're saying by saying that is you're a very racist person. If we can't even mention the
Oh.
word, we can't even mention the word Jew. That puts them in the category of religion
According to
or
today's
politics.
world, I guess not.
So that means that you sitting over there as the co-host, I have to sit with a racist.
I think, yeah, if that you're calling, I think if you call me a racist, you're a racist. That's the way today's world sees it. I think I heard the president say
Where
that.
does it end?
So, exactly.
Where does it end?
In 1984, it should have been all over.
What?
Everything that we're living today, in 2016, it started.
What?
We all woke up in a different reality. Ask the time machine guy. Time machine guy. Oh, see, there goes the
Yeah.
And we only got about a minute left anyway.
That seems
This
about
is our first show, and I think we might do another show.
But-
What do you think?
There has to be one defining moment in each one of our lives. Like you
Don't get
said,
philosophical. It's a
1984.
comedy show.
You said 1984. We woke up one day.
Orwell.
There has to be one defining moment that to what we are. Was it the time I hit you in the head with the rock? I mean, I'm just
No.
giving ideas for the next show.
Gotta
Right.
That's
Well,
right.
and Apple computers, that's Orwell.
Yeah.
That's control,
Yeah.
mind control. Because we know
Soma, remember?
Haystack is like,
They all used to take
he
the-
sees an apple on a table, he just thinks of Macintosh.
They all used to take the pill, Somer, I think it was called.
Yeah,
Dennis Somer.
yeah.
and,
So,
Sherlock Somer.
Fahrenheit 451.
30
These
seconds.
are all good things.
30
So,
seconds.
All right, we're going to thank everybody for watching the first episode of The Couch
Right.
Corner.
Right.
And hopefully we'll see you again soon.
And if you have any suggestions for topics, please feel free
Yeah,
to send
feel
them
free
in.
to send them to
Or questions.
info at Leominster Television, Leominster.tv.
Say
All
that
right,
again, Al.
thanks.
Have a good
See
night,
ya.
everybody.
That's the guy.
Lancelot Link
No,
and the
not
Evolution
that
Revolution.
one. We're gonna do the real closing. That's right. Perfect. Here we are. Goodbye.